Have you ever wondered where the most haunted places in the world are located? These are locations where the line between the living and the departed is but a spectral whisper, where ethereal inhabitants have refused to vacate, their stories etched into the very fabric of these sites. What makes a place haunted? It's the chilling tales, the unsettling encounters, and the lingering presence of the past. We're about to embark on a thrilling countdown, exploring the eerie and the uncanny. Prepare to journey the globe as we explore the top 10 haunted places. Starting our countdown at number 10, we find ourselves in the heart of London. Here stands the imposing Tower of London, a place steeped in history and drenched in mystery. This fortress, that has served as a royal palace, a treasury, and even a prison, whispers tales of the past, many of which are rather chilling. The tower is said to house a number of spectral residents, the most famous being Anne Boleyn, the ill-fated second wife of Henry VIII, who was beheaded at the tower in 1536. Many visitors swear they've seen her ghost, headless, wandering the corridors. Then there's the White Lady, who has been seen waving from a window, filling the air with a scent of cheap perfume. And let's not forget the two young princes, Edward and Richard, who mysteriously disappeared in the tower and are often seen wearing nightgowns, clutching each other in fear. With so many years of history, it's no wonder that the Tower of London is teeming with spectral activity. Next, we journey to Mexico, home to a particularly eerie island. Imagine an island shrouded in thick vegetation, its silence broken only by the whispering wind. This is the island of the dolls. But don't let the name fool you, this is not a child's paradise. The island is adorned with hundreds of dolls, their vacant eyes and decaying bodies a testament to the island's haunting past. The legend tells of a man named Don Julian, who moved to the island and discovered the body of a girl who had drowned alongside a doll. Plagued by her spirit, he began hanging dolls to appease her. His obsession spiraled until his own mysterious death, found drowned in the same spot as the girl. Today, visitors claim the dolls move their heads and arms, whispering to each other in the dead of night. An island filled with eerie dolls, certainly a chilling place to visit. Beneath the bustling streets of Paris lies our number 8 haunted place. An intricate labyrinth of tunnels and chambers, the Catacombs of Paris is home to the remains of more than 6 million souls. This macabre maze of mortality was created in the late 18th century as an answer to the city's overflowing cemeteries. As you might expect, a place with such a grim history is rife with tales of the supernatural. Visitors and locals alike have reported eerie whispers, unexplained cold spots, and even spectral figures disappearing into the shadows. Some even claim to have been touched or pushed by unseen hands. And then there's the legend of Philibert Aspert, a doorkeeper who vanished in the catacombs in 1793, only to be found 11 years later, his body just a few feet from an exit. His ghost is said to still roam the tunnels, lost for all eternity, a chilling reminder of the city's past, hidden beneath its streets. From the depths of Paris to the silent woods of Japan, we find our number 7. Picture a forest so dense, sunlight barely makes it through the canopy. This is Aokigahara, also known as the Sea of Trees, resting at the northwest base of Japan's iconic Mount Fuji. The forest's history is shrouded in mystery and folklore, with many tales telling of ancient Japanese spirits known as allure, said to haunt the forest. Aokigahara's reputation extends beyond the spiritual, as it's also known for its eerie silence. The dense vegetation muffles sound, creating an unsettling stillness that has earned it a place on our list. The forest's natural beauty is undeniable, with its lush greenery and tranquil paths. But beneath its picturesque facade lies a chilling narrative, one that's been shaped by tales of lost souls and lingering spirits. Aokigahara is a testament to the paradox of nature, enchanting, yet deeply somber. A hauntingly silent forest that tells tales of sorrow and despair. Crossing the Pacific, we reach the Stanley Hotel, our number 6. Nestled in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado, this grand old hotel is as famous for its spectral inhabitants as it is for its luxurious accommodations. The Stanley Hotel first opened its doors in the early 1900s, setting the stage for over a century of ghostly encounters. Famous as the inspiration for Stephen King's The Shining, the Stanley Hotel is said to be haunted by its original owners, Freelan Oscar Stanley and his wife Flora. Guests and staff alike have reported seeing the apparitions of the couple around the property, with Flora often heard playing her piano in the music room. The fourth floor is particularly active, with reports of ghostly children playing in the halls and the sound of bouncing balls echoing at all hours. Yet despite its eerie reputation, the Stanley Hotel continues to welcome guests from around the world, a grand hotel with a reputation for uninvited spectral guests. Venturing to Italy, we find Poveglia Island, our number 5. Nestled in the Venetian lagoon, this secluded island holds a history that is anything but serene. It served as a quarantine station in the 14th century during the bubonic plague, a grim role it reprised later for other outbreaks. In the early 20th century, Poveglia Island transformed into an asylum for the mentally ill, run by a doctor rumored to have conducted cruel experiments on the patients. Legend says he was driven mad by the island's spirits, meeting a grisly end atop the bell tower. Today, the island lays abandoned, its soil reportedly mixed with human ash, a chilling reminder of the countless lives lost there. Phantom bells toll in the distance, and whispers echo through the decaying hospital corridors. An island with a dark history that has left it profoundly haunted. Returning to the USA, we find the Eastern State Penitentiary, our number 4. This imposing fortress-like structure in Philadelphia was once the most famous and expensive prison in the world. Its history is steeped in tales of brutal living conditions, notorious criminals, and, of course, ghostly inmates. Opened in the early 19th century, the penitentiary quickly gained a reputation as a place of harsh punishment and solitude. Its unique design, now a crumbling reminder of its past, was once a symbol of reform and discipline. The penitentiary housed some of America's most infamous criminals, including the legendary bank robber Willie Sutton and gangster Al Capone. But it's not just these notorious figures who've left their mark. Numerous accounts of eerie happenings and spectral sightings have been reported. Whispers of tormented souls fill the cold, dank corridors, creating an atmosphere of dread and unease. A place of punishment in life, a place of haunting in death. Moving to India, we discover Bhangarh Fort, our number 3. Nestled amidst the Aravalli Hills in Rajasthan, this 17th century fort is a site of historical intrigue and spectral legends. Established by King Bhagwant Das for his younger son, Madho Singh, the fort was once a bustling place, teeming with life. However, the tale takes a chilling turn with a curse bestowed upon it by a disgruntled sorcerer. Legend has it that the fort plunged into darkness overnight, its inhabitants vanishing without a trace. Now, the fort stands desolate, with only the wind whispering tales of its bygone era. Visitors have reported strange happenings, from eerie sounds to fleeting apparitions. In fact, the fort is considered so haunted that the Archaeological Survey of India prohibits entry from sunset to sunrise. A fort with a cursed past, now a dwelling for the supernatural. In Scotland, beneath the city of Edinburgh, we find our number 2. Nestled deep under the city's bustling South Bridge lie the Edinburgh Vaults, a series of chambers and passageways that once thrummed with the daily life of the 18th century. Craftsmen and taverns filled these underground spaces, their stories etched into the stone walls. But as conditions worsened, the vaults became home to societies less fortunate. Over time, tales of paranormal activity began to seep from this subterranean labyrinth. Ghostly children with hollow eyes are claimed to have been seen, their faint laughter echoing in the chill air. The spectre of a man known only as Mr. Boots stalks the vaults, his heavy footsteps resounding in the eerie silence. For those brave enough to venture into the Edinburgh Vaults, each turn in the maze-like tunnels holds the promise of a chilling encounter. And so, it stands as our second most haunted place in the world. A labyrinth beneath a city filled with tales of the paranormal. Finally, we arrive at our number 1, the Chernobyl Exclusion Zone. Nestled in the heart of Ukraine, this eerily silent area is a stark reminder of the devastating nuclear disaster that occurred in 1986. The once bustling city of Pripyat now lies abandoned, frozen in time, its empty buildings and deserted streets creating a chilling tableau. Tales of haunting abound. Phantom noises, spectral apparitions, and an unsettling sense of being watched are frequently reported by those brave enough to venture within its confines. Some even claim to witness ghostly reenactments of the disaster's aftermath, a chilling spectacle that sends shivers down the spine. The Chernobyl Exclusion Zone is not just haunted by the ghosts of those who tragically lost their lives, but also by the invisible spectre of radiation that still lingers, a haunting reminder of the destructive power mankind wields. A place of nuclear disaster, now a ghost town in every sense. From haunted dolls to nuclear ghost towns, we've traveled the world's spookiest spots. We've ventured into the eerie Tower of London, braved the unsettling island of the dolls, navigated the chilling catacombs of Paris, walked the spectral forests of Aokigahara, checked into the Stanley Hotel, survived Poveglia Island, escaped Eastern State Penitentiary, explored Bhangarh Fort, uncovered the Edinburgh vaults, and dared to step into the Chernobyl exclusion zone. Thank you for joining us on this chilling journey. Until next time, keep an eye out for the unexplained.